All right, we'll accept that.
Okay.
Anything else?
Yep. So I wanted to discuss the concept called love at first sight.
Love at first sight.
Yes.
All right. There is a concept called love before first sight, but we'll stick with what you are offering.
It's here and now, right? Here and now, it's love at
Here and
first
now.
sight. So I've experienced that,
Yes, all right.
and it's one of the most exciting aspects of life, you could say.
Yes.
Though it doesn't always end happily.
Stop right there for one
Okay.
moment. Notice the contradictory definitions creeping in.
Yeah.
It's one of the most exciting experiences in life. Although... And then you shift to the other side with a definition that has absolutely nothing at all to do with the definition you just gave. So it is one of the most exciting things you can experience in life. Period.
Okay.
The although is a completely different definition of something else altogether and has nothing to do with love at first sight. Do you see how you're doing that? You're actually taking one thing and making an association to something completely different that you have no business making an association to, from this concept to that one. Each of these is its own concept. Love at first sight, one of the most exciting things you can experience in life. Period. Now, if you're going to go and explore something else that you don't prefer, that's what you're doing. But it has nothing at all to do with the effect that love at first sight being exciting has in your life. One does not lead to the other. They are completely separate ideas, completely separate definitions, and completely separate realities that you're describing here. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So it's not this, although, or but. It's this and that. Which do you prefer?
Well, I prefer to keep it, simple.
Then stay in the vibration of love at first sight, regardless of the outcome. Did we not just define the entire formula as having absolutely no insistence on a particular outcome to justify the state? You do not need a particular outcome to justify your preferred state. Circumstances do not matter. Only state of being does. Do you understand this?
Okay.
Okay, not really, but okay.
So let me follow up on this.
By all means.
Okay, so
Love at first sight.
Okay, so it happened,
Yes.
and I decided to act upon it
All right, to the best of your ability.
to the best of my ability.
With no assumption of the outcome.
Okay.
If you didn't do it that way, you didn't follow the formula for excitement.
Okay, so I did my best to avoid having any assumptions.
But,
Just having the experience of love at first sight
yes,
implies something,
implies what?
some hidden reality or some kind of connection that's supposed to
Yes.
be there.
But don't have an assumption as to what that connection means.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't have an assumption as to how that connection needs to play out. Love at first sight can happen for a number of different reasons.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that it has to play out a certain way.
So
Sometimes your excitement will lead you in a certain direction simply because that's the direction in which it will serve you best to be led, but that has nothing at all to do with the style in which you are led.
Okay, so it's
You
basically
understand?
to push. It could be just to push me forward in a
It
direction.
could be just for that. It could be that you have to develop a different kind of relationship with the person that you have fallen in love with, other than assuming that it must play out this way or that way. Let it be what it is. Let it be the reflection it needs to be to teach you how to be more of yourself, because that's what relationships are for anyway. And support the other in allowing them to be whatever it is they truly prefer to be, because again, that's what relationships are for. Don't assume that just because you fall in love with someone that it has to play out in a certain societal way. It may have nothing at all to do with that in terms of why that connection exists. If it does, it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But whatever it is will be what serves you best if you allow it to, instead of putting those assumptions in the way of letting it do its job for you, letting it be there for the real reason it is there, instead of for the reason that your mind insists it must be there. Because it has all these ideas that if it's not there for that reason that I've been taught it should be there, then somehow I'm going to be missing something. I'm going to be deprived of something. Something's going to go wrong. I'm going to miss out. Who says? Let it be what it is, because whatever it is what serves you best. Don't impose conditions upon it to the degree that prevents you from really understanding why it really happened. Because it may have happened for an idea or a reason that you have absolutely no cognition of at this particular moment. So use it for what it is, trust it for what it gives you at that moment, experience what is happening, and forget about the idea of predicting what will happen, because your physical mind isn't capable of doing that. Only the higher mind knows how something's going to unfold. The physical mind only knows what's happening in front of it.
All right.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Is this helping you?
It does help me, yeah.
Are you feeling a little lighter?
Yeah, I am.
Are you feeling a little bit more in love with yourself? Because that's actually the first sight. If you're not in love with yourself, you can't really be in love with anything else. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Because everything else is you, is a reflection of you. And if you insist that something, a reflection you're getting is somehow wrong and doesn't fit, you're actually rejecting a part of yourself that you need to understand. So if you're in love with yourself, and I don't mean in a narcissistic way, if you're in love with yourself, you will accept that whatever is going on in the way that it's unfolding has some information for you. Again, it doesn't mean that you cannot converse and you cannot explore the possibility of allowing things to change in a certain direction, but you can do that without any insistence that they must change in that direction. You can always explore the possibilities, but then it's up to you to accept whatever it is that does play out as what needed to play out for the benefit of all concerned, not just one side or the other in a relationship. Sometimes being in love with someone means that the best thing may be that you are not necessarily in love in a traditional way. It may mean many other things. Let it be what it naturally needs to be to support everyone in the relationship. And trust that the way it plays out is the way that serves you best as well. Does this make sense?
What is an untraditional way?
When we talk about the idea of traditional ways on your planet, the idea is that someone usually on your planet assumes traditionally that if they fall in love with someone, it must lead to a particular kind of ritualistic marriage, and so on and so forth. It may not. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Does this help you?
It does.
All right. It may lead to that, but why don't you just find out if that's what's natural, instead of insisting on that having to be the way it must play out? Make sense?
Yes.
Take a deep breath. And let it out. And relax. Let your life unfold in a natural way. Your life already works. You've already made all the appointments and all the agreements and all the marriages that you need to make. Just let them unfold naturally. The only way to miss an appointment is to spend your life worrying that you have missed the appointment. That's the paradox. If you stop worrying that you're going to miss an appointment, you cannot miss an appointment that you've made. Because your life will unfold and everything will happen in perfect timing. Trust the timing. All right?
All right.
Does this help you?
It does. Can I ask another question?
Yes, you can.
Okay. I want to ask about I recently moved to San Francisco.
All right.
One of the
Speak up so that all may hear you.
Okay. One of the things that stand out in San Francisco, in my area, is the homeless people living in the street.
Yes.
I was, every time I come across a homeless person,
yes,
or some, it makes me feel instantly, bad, basically.
Why?
For a number of reasons. First
of
all,
give me one.
First of all, I'm not sure what's the best way to assist homeless
Well, you can ask them, perhaps. You can engage them in dialogue, find out why they are choosing what they're choosing. Offer them the opportunity to know that there may be other choices that they can make, but also accept the fact that some of them, not all of them, but some of them will continue to choose what seems unfathomable to you as a choice, that they should remain homeless.
in your view, how would you?
I just told you.
I mean, how, as a collective
I just told you.
Okay.
Engage people, commune with them, converse with them, find out why they are making the choices they are making based on the beliefs they're holding to be true for themselves. And then, after you offer them an opportunity to recognize that there may be other choices they could make, you must allow them to make the choices that they choose. That's it. That's all you need to do. That's all you can do. Offer them an opportunity to recognize there may be other ways of going about things, other choices that could be made based on their belief systems, other beliefs they could buy into. But then you have to allow them to choose what they choose. End of story. That's the only way you can really help. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Because believe it or not, many of those people have made choices based on their own fears, and actually, in some sense, because of their belief system, prefer to be that way for one reason or another. Some people who are, as you say, out on the street, in some way prefer that because then they have a belief that if they are in some way, shape, or form part of society, they are under someone's thumb or under control. Whereas being out on the street, they are free to be who they wish to be. Now, that doesn't mean they have to experience freedom that way, but that may simply be the basis of their belief system, creating the choices that they are making and creating the results that you're experiencing. But if you explore that with them and allow them the opportunity to find out if there is another way they could go about experiencing freedom, to use this example, then perhaps they don't necessarily have to divest themselves of all physiological objects in order to experience that idea. But if they still choose to buy into the idea, in whatever way, shape, or form they have chosen it, whether for positive or negative reasons, you have to allow them their choices. Yes?
Yeah.
You want them to allow you your choices, yes?
Yeah.
So you have to allow them their choices too. It's a two-way street. But you can explore with them if you wish. Does that help you?
Yes, it does. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you.
Nice to meet you.
Remember also that there are different perspectives on this idea. A person wandering around without necessarily inhabiting a house may simply feel that the entire planet is their home. And that you, living in a house, are the homeless one. Because you have cut yourself off from the rest of the world by surrounding yourself with walls. So it's a matter of perspective. Give yourself the opportunity to find out exactly what each perspective is before you assume a negative.
Good afternoon, Bashar.
And a you good day. How do you vote?
5.
And that is because
I believe that aspect of the original law should be highlighted initially to help with a greater understanding of the original law, much like going from the world is flat to the world is round concept.
All right. Your planet is actually an oblate spheroid, but we'll accept round.
Okay, so my question for you today is, in a previous gathering, you mentioned the Atlanteans had come up with a way to help enhance learning in children.
Yes.
With drums and
Yes.
in recreating the heartbeat on
Yes.
drums. I'd appreciate it if you could elaborate on that and give specific details.
All right. Well, again, the idea is that when the children gather in the form of a class, the drum begins to beat, and it begins to beat at a beat that is more the beat that is representative of the awake and aware state in your daily life. Slowly, the beat is slowed down to be more representative of the heartbeat in what you call the dream state. When the drum is slowed down, and when all the children allow their heartbeats to slow down to match the drum beat, they all go into a synchronous kind of daydream. And in that synchronous daydream, they are allowed the opportunity to visualize and are given clues to visualize the thing they need to learn about so that they can actually feel they are becoming that scenario or actually interacting in that scenario. It's a kind of a hypnotic state. It's a kind of hypnosis teaching system. But it relies specifically on the periodicity of the heartbeat to evoke the correct state in the brain to allow for these daydreams to seem very real, so that the individuals can go very deeply into them and feel that they are actually truly interacting in real scenarios, so that by doing so they will retain more information and they will learn by doing in those daydreams, by being induced into the proper state to do so. Does that help you?
Yes, so once the heartbeat drum sound is slowed down, does then the instructor start providing a scenario?
Yes.
Verbally?
Yes. You are on a ship at sea. You are learning how to sail a ship at sea. You are the ship. You are the masts. You are the rigging. You are the sails. And the children can actually begin to identify their consciousness with those reflections in such a way that simply by becoming the sail in the daydream, they learn everything there is to know about the sail, and thus, in conjunction with all the other components of the ship, they learn everything there is to know about ships and sailing.
So is it a specific type of drum or a specific type of heartbeat, a child as opposed to an adult?
Well, again, the idea is that the heartbeat that is mostly representative of the awake and aware state is changed to the heartbeat that is mostly representative of your heartbeat when you are deep asleep and dreaming.
And it doesn't matter whether it's a child or adult?
No,
beat?
it does not.
Yeah.
I am simply saying that that's the way they generally taught their children.
Okay.
And the resonance of the drum can, to some degree, be important. What was chosen were those that most clearly and deeply resonated to the idea of what the heartbeat sounds like.
Gotcha.
You understand?
Yes. Thank you very much.
And also, it was used to the idea of what you call regressions, because once the heartbeat sound is mimicked and mirrored, and you can take that resonance and the periodicity of the beat to the idea of the heartbeat that the child felt in the mother's womb, you can actually allow the child to have very clear memories of the entire birthing process and everything from that point forward. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, thank you.
Does this help you?
Yes, thank you very much.
Anything else?
No, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bashar.
Good day to you. Your vote is?
Number 5.
And why?
I feel we are ready. I feel our
Ready for what?
for this next expanded level of knowledge,
All right.
understanding.
Yes. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
And
I'm
what
ready.
else do you wish to discuss?
I'm experiencing what I call accelerated timelessness.
Yes. Exciting, isn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of, because it's sort of like an oxymoron,
Yes, it
accelerated
is.
timeliness.
Yes.
And what I'm finding is that
Remember, we have always said, moving at infinite speed feels exactly like you are standing perfectly still. Because you're everywhere at once. Make sense?
yes.
So that is accelerated timelessness.
So what's been happening is that I find my fears,
Yes.
I'm actually able to move past them much faster now
Yes.
as part of that acceleration and
Yes.
timelessness.
Yes. Yes.
So-
because anytime you are in the now, you have more access to more information and thus can transmute things more efficiently.
All right, so I would like to even go to the next level.
Which would be what? You're always going to the next level.
Okay, so how do I then, in this now,
Yes. This now?
all my
Or-
nows,
or this
all my
now.
nows, all my nows,
Or this now? Or this now?
okay, every microsecond now,
Yes.
millisecond now.
Yes. How do you what?
Is there a possibility of being in each now with all the positive beliefs that I would want and all the positive definitions I would want? So there doesn't even have to be drawing upon any fears or any definitions or any beliefs that no longer serves me because they all come from the past anyways.
They actually all come from the present. You just say they come from the past, but that's just another version of the present. They don't come from the past. Change that definition now. Yes? They come from the present.
Okay.
There is no past.
Okay.
Is there? If everything is here and now, there is no such thing as the past. What you call the experience of the past is simply another parallel now.
Okay, so how do I
this?
choose all the parallel nows that supports the positive beliefs and definitions that...
By acting on your highest excitement and knowing that whatever is relevant for this particular life will be there to support you. Because the idea is that all you actually need is what's relevant to the path that you've chosen. All things are possible, but not all things are probable or relevant. So all you need to really understand is that whatever aspects of any other parallel reality are required for you to apply in your life now, will be the ones that manifest for you. And they will all be representative of positive reinforcing belief systems that are relevant for the path and theme you've chosen to explore. You don't need them all. You only need the ones that are relevant for the theme you're exploring at any given moment.
So if there's any fears which is still coming up in this now,
Yes.
it's positive for me in some way, and I just need to recognize that and understand that and accept it.
Well, the first thing that's positive is the recognition of the fear, of the negative definition, because if you don't recognize it, you don't have anything to work with. You don't have anything to change.
Okay.
So that's positive, isn't it?
Yes. That
Remember that as you explore and expand your excitement, one of its jobs will be to bring to your attention anything still remaining within you that doesn't match that vibration. So acting on your excitement doesn't necessarily at first make the idea of negative definitions disappear. It makes them stand out. Says you need to deal with this, because only when you deal with this and integrate it will you then change the energy of this into the energy of more excitement, which is the point of why it brings it to your attention.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah, that part makes sense.
Oh, all right. What part doesn't?
Okay. So one of the things that I find is I'm more in the now
Yes.
is I'm becoming forgetful.
Good.
And now I'm too young to have
Good,
like
good, good,
dementia
good,
and
good, good,
senility.
good.
So I don't think it's because I'm getting demented.
Good.
Okay.
Forget about remembering.
Yeah, but there are important things like paying bills and washing dishes. You know what I'm saying? They're
It's
important.
only because you are focused on trying to retain a memory that you don't know what you need to know when you need to know it. We have no memory at all. And thus we forget nothing.
You have no
Because we
memory?
have nothing to forget.
You have no memory at all, so you
Listen
forget.
again.
Okay.
We have no memory at all, and thus we have nothing to forget. Therefore, we know everything we need to know when we need to know it. The only thing that's tripping you up is that you think you're losing your memory, that you think you need to remember things in a certain way. All you need to know is that you will know what you need to know when you need to know it, and you don't need to know it a moment before you need to know it. And thus, you will know it not a moment later than you need to know it. Forget about remembering. Just let the information be there as you need it, when you need it, in perfect timing.
So just be willing to pay the penalties if I've forgotten my bills and stuff like that.
Be willing to understand that you can allow yourself to know what you need to know so that there will be no penalties. But if that happens, then yes, allow it. But the idea is that you are attempting to level out. You're attempting to blend and harmonize still varying belief systems. That's what's tripping you up.
Can you repeat that again? I'm sorry, I didn't quite get
You're
that.
attempting to harmonize contradictory belief systems. That's what's tripping you up.
So how do I untrip myself?
I just told you. Stop trying to reconcile disharmonious beliefs that have no business being in the same place at the same time.
So just allow myself to be forgetful and it's okay. And just
As soon as you allow it to be all right to forget, you will know what you need to know.
okay.
That's what we're saying.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Do you understand?
Yes.
And if you should decide to push those contradictory beliefs together again and suddenly find that, oh no, I forgot, and now I have penalties to pay, so what? So what? It's part of your process of understanding how to let go of those assumptions and those ideas that for some reason you will be punished and that there will be penalties by simply being yourself.
That's cool.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I like. Okay, got it.
Does that help you?
Yes.
Shed a little light?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, I got it. So there's no need to punish myself or.
No, unless you enjoy it. Unless you're excited about being a masochist.
For making mistakes or.
What mistakes?
Okay.
You may have chosen something you don't prefer. If you want to call that a mistake, fine.
Okay.
But don't judge yourself for having made it. If you make a mistake, don't make the mistake of judging yourself for having made the mistake. How's that?
Thank you. I'm very.
Or you're just compounding the idea of mistakes. Does that make sense? Yeah. Making the mistake isn't a mistake. Judging yourself for having done it is the mistake. Does that help you?
Thank you very much. I'm very, very grateful for that. Thank you so much, Bashar.
All of you make no mistake about it. You deserve to be happy. Period. You don't need a reason.
Hello, Bashar.
And to you, good day. How do you vote?
I vote for the fifth law.
Because?
I have practical experience. I am a past life hypnotherapy, even though there is no past lives.
All right, very good.
So through the few sessions I have done,
You understand that everything is here and now.
Yes.
This is knowledge to you.
Yes.
All right, very good.
And
Anything else?
yes, that we humans don't understand that those lives that are other lives that were connected
Yes.
affect us, and we
They
affect
don't
them.
affect you except as you choose to be affected.
Correct. Right. But through the therapy,
Yes.
people can connect to that,
Yes.
those energies,
Yes.
and change them.
Yes, they can.
And
And the reason that it is possible to make those changes is because you're making those connections from the present. If the idea of influence and energy was actually really coming from the past, you would have absolutely no power over it to change it at all. The only reason you actually can change those kinds of connections is because those connections are actually existing only in the present, which is where you exist.
and the fact that you are interacting with us,
Yes.
that also represents that in linear terms, saying that the future,
Yes.
those energies will
Yes.
influence us.
Well,
And
they are,
influence
in a
us.
sense, available to you to peruse, to consider, but what influence or effect they have are based on the choices you make as to what degree of this so-called future interaction you choose to incorporate into your present.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
Yes, makes sense.
Does that make sense? All right.
And it's important for us to connect with those other paths.
If you believe that it's important, then it's important. If you don't, then it's not.
Okay.
It's up to you. It is one way, it's one permission slip, it's one way to recognize more of yourself, but it's not the only way.
But I believe that if we do that connection, we will be better in our linear future
Good for
as
you.
humanity.
If that's what you believe, then that's what works for you. That's your permission slip. Good for you.
Thank you.
I am not invalidating, I'm not discounting it, I'm just saying if that's what works for you, then that's what works for you because that's what your belief system says works for you. Therefore, by all means, that's your permission slip for this particular moment. By all means, use it because it will work for you.
Great.
And it may work similarly for other people as well, and that's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And someday you may change your mind about how you go about your relationship to this concept, or you may not. Either is fine too.
Great.
Does this help?
Yes, thank you.
Then thank you for the work that you do and the help that you give.
Thank you.
Yes.
Can I have another question? There is a group of people, they're very dear to me, that have this question. What?
They all have the same question?
Yes.
All right.
Well, it's a common concept that they wanted to explore is what is a spiritual union and how to obtain it.
What is a spiritual union and how to obtain it?
Yes.
Sounds like a manual. A spiritual union is simply the idea of the alignment of frequencies, the alignment of vibrations, the harmonizing of vibrations, the mirroring of vibrations. And you obtain it by acting on your highest excitement and thus getting the reflections of the vibrations that are on the same level. Yes?
Yes.
Simple, isn't it?
Very simple.
Not much of a manual, very
No.
thin.
Yes.
Does that help?
Yes.
And now, all of you, please become relaxed. Allow yourselves to relax. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Take another deep breath in and let it out. Take a deep breath in and let it out. Continue to breathe easily and deeply as you allow your lights and music to rise and allow you to drift and drift and drift in your consciousness. Deeper and deeper, softer and softer, in a more resonant way. Float upon the vibrational notes of sound and light as the colors shift. Allow yourselves to look upon the holotope in the center of the holotope and take it all in with your eyes, gently focusing on the entire image. And imagine, if you will, that you are floating above the circular council table of the Interstellar Alliance, in the chamber, the council chamber, and that each little shape around the edge is another being, another member of the Alliance. Allow yourselves to be a spirit floating above the conclave that is discussing and exploring many different kinds of issues, many different kinds of ideas and perspectives. Allow yourself just to float freely above that conference table, in that chamber. And as you do so, and you observe, looking down at all the beings sitting around the table, and all the beings in rows and rows and rows behind them, in the galleries, in the amphitheater, all focused on the ideas presented in the center of the chamber, the focal point of the holotope is the issue itself, the idea itself, the concept itself. And all minds are linked and pondering the mysteries of this concept, of the laws of creation. 4 or 5, 4 or 5, 4 or 5. Today, most of you have voted for the 5 laws, even as we have also voted for 5 laws to aid and assist in clarity and understanding among the many civilizations who choose that expression as the most representative of this concept, the most clear, the most crystallized form of this idea. And as you float above the council chamber and the conference table and view all the beings in attendance at this enclave, allow yourselves, allow your focus to drift to one being in particular at any point in that chamber. That being is you. And your presence in this chamber, at this enclave, at this table, is welcome. You belong. You belong. You belong. And you are invited to share and participate and voice your opinion, your perspective, your unique vibration adds to the vibration of the whole. And the vibration of the whole supports the unique individual perspective that you are, and welcomes you, and nourishes you, and encourages you to share the beauty, the crystalline beauty of the facet of the multidimensional crystal of creation that you uniquely are. For you are now looking into the eye of creation, from which all concepts come, from which all ideas issue. For that is all we are ever pondering. For that is the only mystery. That is the only adventure. That is the only exploration, is to know all that is as best we can from our unique perspective, and to be who we are as fully as we can, acting on our highest joy, our highest passion, our highest excitement, our highest unconditional love of allowance, openness, and action, to radiate ripples of vibratory energy outward to all beings, not only in the alliance, but throughout creation. To send together that invitation to all to join. To join but never lose their unique individuality, but to harmonize with all of us, and to sing and to ring with the voices of all beings within all that is, that make up the very vibrational signature of creation itself. The music of the spheres, the music of all dimensional levels, of all realities, of all experiences, that vibrational clarion call of all that is to you, that gives off the ripples and waves of light that reach your shores, and upon which you float back to the center of all being, and discover therein, in that moment, in that center, that you are all that is. And you explode in ecstasy, in all forms, in all dimensions, in all realms, in all realities, in all expressions, and all the components that are the big picture together, that support the whole, that support the all, that support the one. The 5 laws of creation now become crystallized within you to aid and assist in your deepest understanding of your relationship to creation and your relationship to all as creation. Ringing forth, ringing forth, ringing forth. Allow yourselves to answer the call. It is now the voice of creation itself that speaks to you directly from within your hearts, from within your minds, from within your souls. Be at peace, for I am here, and we are one. Unconditional love is what you are made from. Unconditional love is the wave that you ride. And unconditional love is all there is. Answer the call and vote and be heard and be counted and stand tall and rest easy in your very essence, your very being. For all you will discover by answering that call is more of who you are. Allow yourselves to breathe this in deeply and make it your own. And let it out into the atmosphere of your reality. And breathe it in deeply and let it out. And let it be the reality that you live. And breathe it in and hold it and hold it and hold it and blow it out. And be renewed and be refreshed and drift in the arms of creation, in total support, in total love, in total brotherhood and sisterhood with all of us and all of you. We are family. We are family. We are family. Welcome home. Welcome home. Welcome home. Allow your music to relax. Allow your lights to soften. Gently, gently, gently. Allow all to fade away that does not belong in the vibration of your preference. And slowly, slowly awaken into a new reality, a new you. Welcome. Our unconditional love to you all and our deepest gratitude for the co-creation of this interaction this day of your time. Remember that as you venture forth, you are venturing forth into a new world. Explore with new eyes, with fresh eyes, for though some things may seem familiar, you have never been in this reality before. When you choose to see with new eyes, you will see new things and a new reality. We thank you. We love you. Good day.